It was the first cold night of autumn when the knock came. Not the frantic pounding of a panicked villager, but a single measured strike, the kind used by those who fear what waits behind the door. When the Forest Witch opened it, a young man stood there in a traveling cloak and noble colors, breath fogging in the chill air. He bowed his head, voice unsteady.
My lady of Ashby Manor, she has fallen into a sleep she cannot wake from. They beg your aid.
The witch did not answer. She simply took her cloak from its peg and stepped into the night. The messenger swallowed hard and followed. Ashby Manor rose from the earth like a stone giant, its torches glowing amber against the dark. Inside, servants whispered behind their hands, making way as the witch passed. The bedchamber was quiet. Too quiet. A young woman lay upon the bed, skin pale, breath shallow, eyes flickering beneath the lids as if seeing something far away. Her brother gripped the bedpost, desperate.
3 days. She will not wake. Not even when we spoke her name.
The witch moved to the bedside, leaning close. Shadows like faint briar vines drifted under the sleeper's eyelids, the mark of a deep dream snare. The witch inhaled, slow and knowing.
This is not sickness. Something has taken hold of her spirit.
She opened her satchel and set 4 herbs on the table, each one chosen with purpose. Valerian root, earthy and strong, used for centuries to loosen the dream gate. Mugwort, silver-backed and sharp-scented, the herb of visions and dream-walking. Rosemary, evergreen guardian, long carried to anchor the wandering spirit and call memory home. And finally, a strip of elder bark, burned to drive away the mare, the night spirit that steals breath and traps sleepers in shadow. The brother watched with fear and awe.
Can plants truly bring her back?
The witch looked at him. Only the faint outline of her face visible in the firelight.
If she wishes to return.
She lit a small clay bowl and laid rosemary and elder bark upon the coals. Blue-gray smoke curled into the air, drifting across the sleeper's face. The woman's fingers twitched, the first movement in days. The witch nodded.
There is still time.
She crushed valerian root and mugwort together, adding warm water from a kettle near the hearth. The mixture glowed faintly, as dream herbs sometimes do when worked with intention. Holding the bowl toward the brother, she said,
Drink. 1 drop, no more.
He hesitated.
To reach her, you must cross the threshold. I will hold the way open, but only you can call her back.
He lifted the bowl. The taste was bitter as earth and bright as metal. And then the room flickered. The fire stretched tall like a tower. Shadows melted into mist, and the world dissolved. They stood in a strange moonlit forest, not the one of waking life, but one where everything felt too close, too silent, too aware. The trees leaned in. The air hummed like a heartbeat, and ahead of them, half hidden by drifting fog, the young woman hung suspended in shadowy briar vines, her face serene and unreachable. The brother ran forward.
Sister! Wake up!
But the briars tightened, pulling her deeper into sleep. The witch's voice echoed through the dream, though her form was nowhere in sight.
Not that name. Call her by the one she carried as a child. Call her by the name that touches her spirit.
The brother's breath shuddered. He closed his eyes, remembering. And then he spoke her true name, the name only they had ever known. Softly at first, then with certainty. The vines trembled, unraveled. The sleeping woman slipped free, falling into her brother's arms as the dream dissolved into white light. They gasped awake in the bedchamber. The woman's eyes fluttered open, color returning to her cheeks. Her brother wept. In relief, in disbelief, he turned to thank the witch, but she was already at the door.
Keep Rosemary by her bedside until the next moon, and do not let her wander the forest paths in her sleep. Some spirits find dreamers far too easily.
She stepped into the cold autumn night and was gone. Some illnesses touch the flesh, others whisper to the soul. And in the borderlands between waking and dreaming, only a rare few know the path home.